Wagwan and welcome to another week and another episode of The Importance of Independence with myself.
Nath Dalton.
And yourself.
Jacqueline.
Sick, how's it going?
Not bad, you good?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Have a good holiday last week?
Yeah, man. Face tanned, brown.
Looking olive skinned, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Feel like a Greek.
Happy
Greek
days.
goddess.
What did you go up to?
Just chilled. Did some spamming.
Spamming?
Yeah.
Favourite
Not
meat?
bad. Favourite meat, yeah. What's your favourite meat, mate?
Not spam.
Is it dick?
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, anyway, we've got a bit of a guest with us today. Not much of a guest, though, because he's just like some mate of ours, who we know quite well anyway. And I want to kick it off with a story, first of all, mate.
Alright, Sam, switch it up.
And it's just a way to introduce my little buddy, my mate Chalky. Say hello, you cunt.
Brilliant.
So, Chalky is the guitarist in my band on Hollow Ground. His real
Your
name.
band, he says? Your band? It's not yours.
What's not in it?
Fuck off. It's actually his birth name's Ryan Scott, but to everyone else,
Birthday. Fucking ass.
he's called Chalky. And the reason he's called Chalky is we went on tour 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually the first tour we ever went on. Nerf, were you there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slept in a car park that night.
Yeah.
Time to change that.
If I
No, they are.
want my stuff as it is.
So what happened was, we had about 4 dates booked, and then just as we set off on tour, the first show had been cancelled. So we thought, fuck it, we'll just jump in van anyway. We've already got it. We've already paid for the fucker. Jump in van, try and get a show in Manchester.
Yeah, we tried to poach one, didn't we? We walked into like 2 different venues, like, excuse me, can we play a show, please? No, fuck off, you
One of them
grievos.
took our number and said the ringers and
Yeah,
try and get us
yeah.
on it if someone
Never did,
dropped.
though.
But no, we just played football outside a factory and put a couple of windows through.
And then before you know it, we were driving around Oldham, sleeping in a car park.
Batty's birthplace.
Which were lovely. But yeah, we were in this car park and we thought, fuck it, let's get up.
Going off as well.
That
What's
was
that?
a nightmare.
The
that
power
was.
alarm, the van alarm kept
So
going
we
off.
just got a van as well. We didn't know how to use the alarm, and it must have gone off about 7 times in middle.
Mum
of
had
the
to take it for a drive to show it up.
we must have got about 40 minutes sleep that night.
Horrible.
Just every fucking 20 minutes, this alarm goes off.
Horrible. Anyway, carry on with Shaky Fell's story.
Fucking shut up. Right, so anyway, it's a bit rowdy. This one's going to be off fucking rails, this one. But so anyway, we're sick of this alarm going off. I'm bullshitting here. But we're sick of this alarm going off, so we think, oh, fuck it, let's just go to this pub. And Batty knows it. Batty's like, all up on area and that because he's from that
I
place.
don't know why we didn't just stay at Batty's, because it was around the corner.
I don't know either. And his mum had fucking pear sausage in.
Yeah, his mum cooked his breakfast the next morning after we'd stopped in a car
I
park.
have no idea why that happened.
Why didn't... She even said, she was like, why the fuck have you stopped in a car park?
It's because the son's a dunce.
Yeah. You don't get out.
I love
does
that
it?
cunt.
He's just happy to be on road, isn't he?
And anyway, yeah, I went to this pub, and the reason why it's called Chalky is he leant against this chalkboard, and it were either me or you, Nath, I think, and we just went, fuck off, Chalky, after he gives a bit of lip.
I
And
didn't
you were
realise
like,
it. I know, did
he
it?
didn't have a clue, and then before you know it, he turns around, he realises he's got chalk on him, and...
That's as simple as that,
it's
isn't
as
it?
simple
We've
as
got a
that.
funny story coming up later on as well.
No, the reason why it's fucking funny is because
He hated it, to be fair.
you used to sell it, man.
For years, mate. Like the first year, you hated that more than anything I've known anyone
Makes
ever.
me sound like an
In
albino
fact,
kid, that's why.
the only thing he hated more was when we spit on his car.
We've already talked about that.
The milkshake, what you mentioned last week. Yeah, I checked it out last week as well, by the way.
Cheers for listening, mate.
Supported
Appreciate
the boys, that.
You spotted local scene.
Yeah. I fancied coming on without listening. Like, bit of a big shot, so I've not checked any of your stuff out yet. But,
Yeah.
Oh, you've been watching too much of that Hot Wings or something. Hot Wings.
You should probably start a hardcore band, you, mate, if you're going to spot local scene like that.
Probably should. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
But that's a lesson for anyone out there. If you don't like a nickname,
Don't lean on chalk.
well, yeah, don't. Lesson 1, don't lean on chalk.
Lesson 2, don't start a band.
Lesson 2, don't start a band with a bunch of knobheads.
Yeah.
And lesson 3, if you don't like it, don't fucking
Lump
react. Don't react to it. Lump it. Don't react to it. Don't sell it.
Fucking mugs.
Because before years down the line, and that's your name. But actually, I remember we were at this gig once, and you came to me and you were like, because I think I told sound guy that your name was Chalky, and you were like, oh, it's all right, like if like with friends and stuff to call me Chalky, but just don't tell anyone else.
I would have an identity crisis. I forgot my own name. That's why.
Your birth name.
I had to keep checking my driving license to remember what I was called.
In Rich Hill's nickname.
Yeah.
Chalky
Yeah,
as well,
because
so
one of
that's
you shouted it to
confusing.
me, and he was like, "What?" And then he goes, "Oh no, I'm Chalky as well." But
OG.
he's pretty pasty, isn't he? So that's more fitting.
Yeah,
Okay, now.
that's a good one.
So there we go. There's our special guest for the week. Special being the key word.
Special.
And we're gonna let him choose the first song this week as well. So what have you got for us?
First song is by. We've actually gigged with them about 3 years ago, and I managed to catch them play with Still Remains on the tour at the back end of last year. Saw them, and I was just like, "Fuck!" Like I'm gonna check their album out.
Yeah.
Blast through the album, and the song is called "Sovereign" by Carcer City.
Sweet.
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh touch my mind, falling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
and that was Carcer City. And what song called again?
Sovereign. It sounded exactly the same live as well. It was flawless.
Fact, yeah.
Yeah, really good live band.
It sounded good. I'm probably going to check that album out now anyway.
Nice.
Sick.
All right then. So you told us that you were going to bring a story to the table.
Did I?
What's your story, Arky?
Don't make sure you don't copy any stories from the last few weeks because we're kind of on form here.
I wouldn't know because I hadn't checked your episodes.
Yeah.
I got him.
Mate, I'm excited for this actually because usually it's just our spin on it, so there's probably going to be some same related bullshit though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Go on, go.
My story I'm going to talk about is on the last headline tour we did with Bears of the Divide. Went up Scotland. Choice.
Big up.
Bears of the Choice. Was
Fuck off, Gregor. Fucking goblin.
Gregor McBastard, big up.
Bring him a goblin car.
Get that off, Murray.
Fucking Conrad.
Conrad.
We're gonna stop slating the guys anyway.
We're going to stop calling band members out.
We're calling you out, boys.
Send him for you?
They're gonna need to write an MC about us now. That's what they gotta do. I might message Gregor actually and be
What's
like,
she?
listen, boys.
Sophie B. Sophie.
Oh, yeah.
Sophie T. Send in for her. Sophie T.
Sophie, something else.
Sophie Aspin.
Sophie Aspin.
Sophie Aspin.
Little T.
Little T and Sophie Aspin.
They can be Sophie and we'll be Little T.
Yeah.
We'll
be masculine
We've
ones,
already
innit?
sent for them now, we've fucked it, so.
Yeah.
Big up BG Media. Carry on with your story.
Yeah, sidetracked. It was first show in Dunfermline and it was a bit middle of nowhere. It was really cool actually. I was surprised at how many people turned up to that as well because it was literally
A pretty good show.
bang in the middle of nowhere we'd never been.
Where was that? Dunfermline?
Dunfermline, yeah.
First
And
night?
PJ Malloy's.
First night tour. Yeah, PJ Malloy's, yeah.
Good venue, actually.
Yeah, it's really cool actually, yeah.
Not
And
bad.
at the end of the gig, these I think there were two lads with her, or just one of them.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, two lads, and one of them came up and he was saying like he wants to see us again and stuff like that.
Well, I think the best thing about it is there a metal show in a fucking Liam Gallagher jacket.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't normally listen to your sort
Yeah.
of music, but just got a
Yeah, he didn't even like metal. He just wanted,
Wait, I know these two lads you are talking about. They walked in towards the end of the show. And came down,
yeah, literally just as
And
they came.
stayed because of it, yeah.
They came to met the girl that working on the door, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. And they came halfway through our set and they ended up sticking around.
Yeah.
We got outside and we were all a bit pissed after the show and stuff like that. And then we just went to this guy. We were like, "Can we put you in that wheelie bin?"
No, I
No,
think
he
he
asked.
asked.
Oh, did he ask?
He asked to be put in the wheelie bin.
Wow.
Because
What a guy.
there were
Fucking
some
wanted.
other activities going off around us,
Yeah.
and as a repayment for partaking in said activities, me and Jay were.
Oh, yes.
He said, "Fancy put him in this bin," so me and you took the offer up.
Yeah. Whacked him straight in this biffer bin.
Closed bastard
They've
lid.
slammed lid on it and started driving him round the street. I think police went by
Police
like
drove
just
past.
after as well. The Scottish don't give a shit, man. They're brilliant.
He was mad.
The best thing
Great
about it
people.
is like, oh, push me down the street in his bin. You put lid on and just put him down, laid him down. That pavement.
Best thing is he turned up to next show in Edinburgh 2 days later.
Yeah.
And what did his brother say?
Oh, this kid comes up to me and Jack.
Underage kid.
I think he must have been about 15, something like that. He goes,
Yeah. We were trying to sneak into the venue as well.
Yeah, and he
shit
came up
back down,
to me
John.
and Jack and they were like, "Hey up lads, I'm brothers with that guy you put in a bin." So we were just like, alright.
Fucking hell.
So at first,
Serious,
obviously,
serious?
marched in with fucking Metallica on it. I thought we were coming out of kickers. I didn't, and they were like, "Oh, I've come to see you guys again because you put me in a bin and it was well funny." And I was like, "Oh, good."
I wish I had that guy's name on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
I can try and find it
We
out.
should have got his number or something, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
He was a geezer.
We've definitely got him somewhere.
I know where to find
Because he
him.
did contact. Actually, that's what we'll do. And we'll put a picture of him up on...
Up on
page.
page.
It's a lesson for
That's a
touring
bit-
bands. Put people in wheelie bins because they come to more of your shows after that.
Yeah, survival kit.
More fucking story, innit?
What's your story this week, cunt?
It's not really a story as such. It's more of another. So last week we spoke a bit about Ryan Gosling and how we're fun of spitting shit on shit. Well, this week's just another like really fucking numbskull thing that.
This is something I don't partake in.
Mate,
at
are
all,
you
though. So
talking
I've got,
shit?
I've got too much brain.
Yeah, but you're the reason I do half of it.
That's true.
So
His compilation of stupidity,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So where did it even start?
Discography.
Where did it?
What, slamming bonds on shit?
Where?
I think it started in our gaff
Our house last year.
when that door came off. Landlord were a prick. Door came off.
Wait, hold on. The best regards, Mike, you cunt.
Door came off and you just turn around and
Stuck nut on it.
bounce off it.
Yeah, so long story short, we just find things to smash around my head a bit, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
effectively.
There's quite a few videos where merch box lids have been snapped around your head.
What's going on down
Yeah,
there?
you're just upstairs going, what are you doing down there?
Like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're like, oh, I've just smashed merch box around Dalt's head. And they were like, oh, carry on then.
That cut all my hand up at that night. When
Did it?
Keep up, yeah.
Well, that when I tried to curb stomp that Pringles tube and missed and nearly fell over.
Yeah, same night.
Bit of pain, wasn't it?
Tell about that door that you nutted that nearly knocked you out.
Oh my
We're
god.
about 3 metres deep, wasn't it?
That were...
You wouldn't
He's
expect
heavy.
that.
He's heavy.
Birmingham.
You could tell he
Yeah.
was trying to play it off and he were like, fuck, I think I've
My
got
skull's
concussion.
shattered.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm not lying. I think I genuinely had tonsillitis as a result of that. I don't know.
Big dent in his
I don't
head.
understand how that works and why.
I'm not
themselves
fucking
two together.
tonsillitis into you.
Mate, I was fucked for a week after. I came down with tonsillitis and all sorts, but that door, we pulled up in the tour van. We had Ben and Chedge with us that day. And we, had a few drinks as standard, driving down, everyone needed to stop and have a piss. We found this field or this gate to a field with a massive door stood next to it. So everyone was just having a piss and whatever, and we took a few snapshots, stood outside van, and I was like, I'm going to stick my head on that.
We still got video of this?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
I need to see that.
I said, right, I'm going to
It's also in first documentary we did as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Right, I'm going to stick my nut off this door. And then
Off this.
you stood on like a summit. You stood
Just
on
some
top of
cement,
some
like,
cement
basin,
block.
yeah.
Well, it should have said it all. It should have been a fucking sign that it were hard. And you were like, "Nick, this is heavy." This, and I was like, "I don't care, mate. It's fine." And you
I don't care about 2 tinnies
Yeah, and
no breakfast. I'm going to fucking
Ridiculous,
slam down on
Fucking
it.
Brexit, innit?
you let go of it, and oh my god, I jumped into it as well. And fuck.
Tried to lift door off floor.
Honestly, I heard it from like other side of van having a piss. It was like
Yeah.
you'd mic door up or something. Or I might have gone.
gone DI.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, anchor.
Gone straight to desk with door.
Mate, I'm genuinely sat here now, and it fuck me, that was bad. That it was the worst thing. It never stopped me doing anything else like it again. But
Yeah, definitely.
Never learned my lesson.
Fear of doors didn't go away because you've definitely headbutted a good few in your
Since.
time.
We'll put up a little compilation of shit that he's headbanged.
are you gonna edit one together?
I'm not editing it together because I can't be arsed, but we'll put up a few links.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
Fair
By
play.
Gippy.
Yeah.
It's yeah, stupid. I think I might try and have to find an end to that habit somewhere and just spit on some more shit.
Sounds good to me.
Just keep gipping that.
Give
So,
it a kangaroo. Tell them about that story.
Yeah,
where
for
that
anyone,
comes
Oh, yeah, go for
anyone who knows Nerf, will find this hilarious. First
from.
time I
To be
went
fair,
first time I went
don't
on
know what
with him,
needs to be spoke about.
he's got this thing where when he's tired, he coughs until he gips.
No, tell them properly. I don't cough till I gip.
He just sort
I
of...
gip.
No, it's a 1 cough, 1 gip combo. It's like AB forward. Street Fighter, cough and gip. You do it a lot when you're smoking as well, but I was like, oh mate, you that
Sounds like straight from the path, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sam Carter. Sam Carter.
But yeah, first time I went on with him, I was like, fucking hell mate, you that hungover that you're about to throw up? And he goes, no, I'm just tired. So I was like, you what? And he goes, oh, when I've not had enough sleep, my body reacts. That's how you know he's fucking haggard.
That's like your favourite
that's-
line of his of all time. Oh, no, I'm just tired.
I'm just a bit tired, mate.
But
And it's a proper violent gag as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Oh,
we
it's
were
brilliant.
we were going through that at that point in time. You were gigging every week. I was coming to a gig on a Saturday night, getting home at 2 a.m, and getting back up for work at 3:30.
Yeah.
So I was pretty fucked. And the only way I could deal with that was by gagging.
by gipping on a...
I want to cut in there because there's one story that I know you absolutely fucking love, Chalks. And that's...
Oh, the bathroom. I knew where I was going.
I know where you're going with this already.
Oh, so if you've listened to the past 3 episodes, you've probably heard my arsehole a few times. And my stomach is stuff of absolute legend, to be honest.
Fucking
Like-
not.
I'm in that classroom every day with kids, and I'll just pump one out, and
No, you don't.
I do.
You blame it on...
And the thing is,
man.
like, because kids, they generally don't say, "Oh, what's that smell?"
Do you know what? When I was in primary school and the amount of farts I smelled, I never blamed it on teacher.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
criminal.
Yeah,
because-
true.
It's me.
It's me, bro.
It's me. But anyway, regardless, different venue, different location, everything, right? We used to live together, brushing his teeth one night, chatting shit, talking about Art of a Coward and that. And before I knew it, my arsehole's falling out. Fart, he's knackered. Gibson bath. Gibson bath.
Yeah,
I'm
Pukes
just
into
tired.
bath.
Pure carrot is coming out. Just tired boys.
No.
Carrot and Swede.
You know when you're brushing your teeth and you're like, I don't know, a good minute in your mouth full of toothpaste and spit.
big
Usually is when you've been
Whatever.
brushing
Yeah,
your teeth.
so standard like minute in kind of thing. And I don't know why we're even bothering trying to talk when you're brushing your teeth because it don't work best of the
Yeah,
time.
you just
But
like...
and then like you said,
out
your
there.
arsehole dropped and no word of a lie, within 5 seconds the smell had hit my nose and it would just, there was no holding it, and he was stood by the toilet and I wasn't going in the sink because he was brushing his teeth and the nearest thing was the bath and I fucking threw up everywhere. Like, Jack's farts, he did one just before he pressed record on this. How bad were it?
Yeah, we're pretty pungent.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, wasn't it?
So
Separated men from boys, that one, didn't it?
we can't blame that on
My
tiredness.
favourite thing of all this is that I once told you that story, and you actually thought that you were in the bath. Like,
I'm like, why
Could you imagine
why
that?
You stood at fucking mirror when Nair's having a bath.
imagine that, just topping
With his-
up
sat with his
water.
tackle out.
Washing screw.
I knew you two were close, but
Close.
I know you two were chrome.
Chrome. Google Chrome. Yeah, it's one of those hypothetical things where you're all like, oh, it made me feel sick, but I've never actually thrown up from smell. That's something else, is that?
Yeah.
That is something else.
It doesn't help that I had a mouth full of fucking white shit.
Oh, did you know?
But yeah, it just wasn't ideal. But as a standard, if I'm tired or I'm at work and I've had a couple of hours sleep or we've not had much like sleep the night before, but before going to another show, yeah, I'll gag a bit.
Bollocks to it.
So the nickname Gippy the Bush Kangaroo came.
What's that, Gippy? VTech's done a fart?
Fucking hell, fire!
So, anyway, the second song that we've picked this week, we're just going to toss each other off, I think, aren't we? Because
Probably, yeah.
I don't want it, mate. I think it's just shit song.
we've got a music video coming out on All Our Ground over and over, so we just thought, why not launch that on?
So, just to clarify, this is your own song on your own podcast,
Yeah.
whilst you're wearing... No, you're not wearing your own merch.
He's wearing his old band's merch.
Yeah.
That's almost bad.
Shout out to John Milner, I know you're listening.
Yes. Big up Johnny Milner. This is...
It's only taken 4 weeks to get his own band on, though, hasn't it?
It will going to happen at some point. You're
Yeah, but-
artistical flat.
We've literally... Everything we've spoken about has had something to do with OHG, which is good. Because
It's his band, and it will put in his song on.
shows we're out there
Yeah.
doing bits. I'm like, you fucking lazy cunt, you know what I'm saying? Over and over.
A painful facade. Over and over again. A painful facade. Over and over again. A painful facade. Over and over again. How many faces do we have? A painful facade. Over and over again. You can hide it all you like it. With a faceless pursuit. Set the walls with your potion. The sickness will never cease. Let's create a separation. Make no instead. We all want someone to love. Now it's a battle, so we know in our faces that it's all this. The only cause. I no longer know what is in the summer. When the sickness no longer I put my trust in you. I put my trust in you. I put my trust in you. So if the life you wanted to, I never questioned. I put my trust in you. So if the life you wanted to, I never questioned. But now I do. Over and over again. and him and me, and you and him and me. Trusting you to live the life you wanted to. I put my trust in you. I never questioned. I put my trust in you to live the life you wanted to. I put my trust in you. I never questioned, but now I do. I put my trust in you to live the life you wanted to. I put my trust in you. I never questioned. I put my trust in you to live the life you wanted to. I put my trust in you. I never questioned, but now I do.
So that was our band, our Hollow Ground,
Fucking hell.
on Hollow Ground over and over. That track is, well, by the time this is out, it'll now be live on YouTube, won't it? A new music video. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, same day. If not night before. So yeah, if you have a few minutes, make sure you check that out. We'll also put that in the descriptor. And yeah, man.
Sick.
What's next?
So, following on from last week's episode, we introduced a new segment called Food for Thought. Yeah, sorry, give us the jingle for it.
Food for Thought.
Yeah, we're different to last week.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I feel like you need to actually record a jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a really slow breakdown with Jack White. Food for thought.
Can we get that guy from Not Loose? Do it.
Just take that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll get us it one more time.
No, I've used my credits now.
Oh,
Can't do
fuck
it more.
So yeah, we were gonna. I was wanting to bring that back. I think it went down really well last week, and we had a nice reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was speaking to obviously you guys when we were kind of writing this podcast. I was putting a few notes down together for it, and Ryan came up with a
Quite an interesting topic.
a very interesting topic to talk about. Which is fitting considering, the two of you or the three of us are sat here now and we consider ourselves to be like best pals kind of thing. And the question of the topic or
the meal of the topic.
meal of the topic, yeah.
The
meal for the
meal.
food for thought. Is how do you consider being in a band with your best friends affects?
Yeah, the pros and cons of
Yeah.
being in a band with your best friends as opposed to just a group of guys who are in it to make music. Because I find we sort of are sometimes more involved as friends than musicians. And sometimes that, you can lead to procrastination when you're trying to write or get some marketing ideas down. You all try and meet up and you end up just chilling or going for a food or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas, on the opposite hand, if you're going out on the road with a lot of people you're not really that close with, it's going to be a bit awkward, isn't it?
And the thing is, like, we do know a few bands who we do know that, outside of gigging, they probably don't see each other an awful lot. And, like, that's completely not the case with us. Like, we see each other like, multiple times a week, don't we? We're always texting,
Yeah.
we're always chatting back and forth, planning
Great
stuff
chat.
that's outside of band, outside of gigs, talking about, our actual lives, like, sharing our fucking lives with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, like, it comes down to, like, even this, like, this has nothing to do with the band, but we've started another project and Ryan fully supports that and gets involved, wants to be a guest on it. But
Yeah.
for me, you are right in that it's so hard for me to see any other band that aren't friends, whereas you guys and us guys can go around to what we call a party house 2-3 times a week.
OHG head HQ.
Yeah, OHG HQ, we literally...
Just our shit all of a gaff where everyone's just chilling. It's not a party house.
all we do is sit and watch YouTube and shite on YouTube for
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 hours. But
It's because we're that comfortable in each other's company, basically.
Never gets boring, does it?
We just toss each other off, don't we?
No way.
But you're right, it can be shit, when we're trying to, we've arranged a night where we're all going to take our laptops around, do some spamming. book some shows or whatever, and then like one or two of us will be like, nah, fuck this, I've been working all day, I'm gonna sit on my phone and graft birds on Instagram and Tinder and whatever, and then it starts to be like, well, they're grafting but they're not, and before we know it, we've ordered a pizza, 16-inch pizza, and no one's working.
Don Broco's on TV.
Don Broco or Jonathan Tonga or something, and then we just completely...
and that's where Night's going now, like, fucking Facebook promo, that's where Night's going, it's gone.
It's probably why, like, we're not as, like, where we want to be right now, because we're too busy fucking... Jonathan Tonga, yeah. So, actually, lads, I'm going to call this friendship off just for the benefit
you
of the
think
band.
so?
We'll just have to just see each other once a week and just plan music.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think to myself, like any relationship, resentment grows sometimes between you, and like,
because I hate you.
I fucking hate you, Gus, you ugly bastard. But it does though, doesn't it? Like sometimes you because you're so close to each other when you're on tour and stuff like that. I can tell that I pissed Joe off on tour every now and again.
Yeah,
and he gets a little moody.
Bob and Batson nearly had a fight
exactly.
twice, haven't they?
Yeah.
Saturday night, I've been near his one.
Yeah. Always nearly scrapping them two.
It just happens.
But you're right. But at least if we were going to give advice in that point now, if anyone's listening, you were kind of going through that and you wanted to combat that, the best thing to do for me and what I'm witnessing you guys, and even with me being involved, is honesty is clearly the best policy.
Being aware of what's going on. Because like we've come to a point now where we're like, right, we're pissing them out a bit. We need to pull his fingers out of his ass. So sometimes if a few of us meet up, we're serious about the whole marketing side of it, and we say in advance, we're like, oh, we'll chill, or no, we'll do a marketing night and sort of look at statistics, online figures, stuff like that. Or we'll be like, me and Jack will do some writing. And now, I think as long as we put the idea in what we're going to do, then we can stick to it. Because a lot of time we do go, oh, should we just chill tonight?
Yeah, totally.
So I think it's...
And it's quite easy because we're so comfortable around each other.
It's being aware
of
what you're wanting to do. I guess like work and play balance comes into it.
And the thing is, like, I don't think I'd want it any other way. I wouldn't want to be in a band, with people who I won't trust.
With,
yeah, exactly. Like, trust life with you two dunces, you know what I mean?
Right, let me put a ball in your court, because I've never really been in a band, but you've both been in other bands.
Stop saying we then.
So, do you want the scrap?
No.
Flux could kill.
So I've never been in a band, but you guys have been in other bands other than on Hollow Ground.
Mm-hmm.
So where was like the friendship kind of bandmate relationship in them bands?
I'll let you take it first.
For mine, it was very close. Like I was in with Carl from King is Dead. Danny was ex-King is Dead as well. A guy called Dom Smith. Like, again, we're all like, we spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
I think back then it were easier because we were younger, we didn't really have any responsibilities. We just used to just chill.
And you do find out that you get a lot of like, school bands and shit like that that form after because
we were only like,
age, it's
we were
easier.
only like 17 at the time.
Yeah.
So we didn't
You're not working, you haven't got like life
much to
commitments.
do. And we just make a laugh out of just sitting around.
Yeah.
But again, I think the work-play balance was off because we tried to get to a certain point and we found ourselves a bit too pally and overlooking everything. And I think on Hollow Ground, we've kind of done that at times.
Yeah.
But we always know when to snap out of it.
That's the thing, like mixing business with pleasure. And I know, like for my first band ever, like even before like BTE, we were like a sort of a couple of guys after that. But the way I got into that band, like I put up a little audition thing online on joinmyband.com, and some guys got in touch. And happened to be, our old guitarist, my old guitarist in my old band, Sam Milner and John Milner, who listens to this podcast. And, we became really good friends, but, like the rest of the people who were in that band to begin with, like,
Just kind of for music.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they weren't people who I'd socialise with outside of the band. They weren't people who, I'd hang out or like trust, like, I don't mean not trust, but, these aren't people who I'd sort of like confide all my feelings in and shit. Like, they were just guys who jammed in the band that hour and they just happened to be there.
Yeah, it kind of sets a different dynamic, that I think.
I can fully see why though, because like when you first start in that band out, I'm not sure what kind of ambitions or how ambitious you both were in the first bands, but it's definitely now with On Hollow Ground, like touring is something we want to be doing on a regular basis.
And it's not just to like get out there and play, it's just so we can chill, have a little holiday.
That's the best thing about doing it for me. The only reason I come out is so we can hang with you boys, and it's because we are best pals. And if the first band you were on about then, you wouldn't have bothered you wouldn't have bothered going out on tour with two lads that were just there for jamming because you couldn't have enjoyed yourself. You couldn't have been yourself and banging on windows.
The experience wouldn't have been what it was
No.
if it would like that sort of dynamic in a band. But another point I've just thought of is I think when you're really close friends, I don't know if this is a pro or a con, but when you're close, you're not bothered about saying no or saying you disagree with something, which can be good, because if you're with a group of guys you don't feel comfortable with and they're like, oh, we're going to write this song, and you think it's shit, but you don't really want to be like, so you just go with it. But then again, on the other hand of it, if you're just saying no for the sake of it, because you're like, I just want to put my own bit in.
Yeah. And you know, like,
You won't be listening anyway.
I know, it's fine.
we've had a lineup change in this band before. You know, we used to have a guitarist called Adam, and you know, like for that first year or so, you know, we all got on really well, and like going forward, we could sense like Adam drifting. I don't know about you, but I could sense Adam drifting away.
I think he just lost the heart in it, didn't he?
Yeah,
like, he
totally.
Just lost interest. Which it kind of happened at the same time. We were like, "Is everything all right?" And then he were like, "No, I don't want to do it." We were like, "Yeah, we sort of figured it out. It wasn't a surprise to either of us." So, you know, I still speak to Adam now and stuff like that. So
and the thing is, like, you know, it ended up being a sort of thing where it was just like us four, like hanging out, getting a fucking pizza, you know, like really up for playing these gigs, staying out all night,
outside of music, spending the spare time together.
Yeah, like, going to Carpe Diem, having a drink.
R.I.P.
And then there's just, and then there's just other guy, you know, our old guitarist, and you know, he's just at home, and like, there's nothing wrong with that, but
well, he had his own sort of clique and circle, didn't
exactly,
he?
Yeah, and we weren't really a part of that, and you know, just very like different personalities, and that's the thing. Like, you know, in bands, you do get all these different kind of personalities, and for us to find a dynamic where you know we all do like fit in our places and stuff like it.
Perfect.
And everyone's got their own role. No one slaps her out.
Yeah,
like everyone's got their own role, even if that's just like driving or, you know, like booking the shows or writing the music or like even just organising something like let's do band practice. So and so can book it because he does it every week.
Yeah.
Just little job roles which you know you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
So.
And that's the importance of independence, isn't it? Really, there.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's important to realise, you know, as an independent band, you've got to work together in order to strive.
Yeah.
Well, it's DIY, isn't it? And
Budget.
if just one of you out of four or five is doing everything,
I'd
imagine that would get a bit depressing.
But look at the prime example of that, and I'm not afraid to say it. Isolate the Witness and their old lineup.
Oh, it was literally Kieran trying to hold it together by his teeth, wasn't it?
Yeah, and no disrespect to the other guys, I like all of them individually. I'll happily like hang with any of them, but now
they weren't as tight.
Not all, and they didn't hang out in their spare time. But now under Isolate,
it's like a different
Rob,
band.
Kieran, and Sam are best pals, and Jamie, they're all best pals.
Yeah, because I look at them now, the dynamic they have, and like they're always chilling at Rob's, writing together, and like. He didn't have that before, did Kieran?
No.
I'm saying he didn't have that because it was his band, because he was the only one who actually...
And the thing is, like, when you think about that, sorry to cut you off, like, but he would get in on the bus with us when we were on tour with them. Like, you know, he wanted to be in more with his mates than he did with, you know, his bandmates who, you know, he wasn't as close to.
It's just finding your click, innit? Because I think our band and Isolate, we've always been very good friends with all the members, even though they weren't in the same band.
Yeah.
Because we used to gig with Jamie's old band. Me and you have known Rob for years.
Yeah.
Sam, obviously, we know through Isolate the Witness, and like know him
King
quite
Baker,
well through through him giving us things like hand jobs.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Like, all these people that you meet through independent music, like just this like little shitty thing that no one ever like really thinks twice of, and you know, people dog down and stuff. Like, the amount of people, the amount of friends, like my friendship circle now is pretty much like due to this scene. The people who I actually want to hang out
definitely,
with are in the scene. Do you know what I mean?
And you can always spot cliques of bands everywhere in the UK. There's like three bands who always gig together, who are always in the same lineup, who chill with each other outside of music. I feel like that's us guys in Isolate.
Yeah.
You know, we even outside of band, I'd happily. Well, we do go for nights out from Delta. You know, we go drinking with them and stuff.
Even slightly just beyond that clique, you've got like, you know, Bearers of the Divide lads.
Definitely, yeah. If we go up Scotland, we'll be hitting those guys up.
Cabin Boy,
Mechanist,
yeah.
Pravitas.
All people who
it's awful when you start listing, isn't it?
Like, without going off too far, and Arc Down, we could name 100 bands.
I think as long as you kind of find yourself, like, if you pinpoint a part in the country, you're like, oh, There's a few
That
lads we
band.
could go
Yeah,
and see.
like
you know.
Craig Cameron, all those boys in Derby and
like
shit.
wherever we went, we'd be like, oh, let's try go for a pint with so and so.
Yeah.
Like when we were in Derby last time, we caught up with the ex Path to Prevail boys. Didn't
Yeah,
we? Like
yeah.
you know, we just like oh, come
Dave
on,
and
mate.
Writer in fucking...
Dave and Writer in
Norwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like wherever we go, there's always people who have been in bands or are in a band currently.
Yeah.
Who we can just be like, oh, playing a gig, come have a pint with us.
Exactly.
And it's good atmosphere, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like,
And that's the thing, like,
I think you need
sometimes...
that.
Sometimes when I'm invited people, like, fans down to play, like, you know, to our shows and shit, a lot of those people are just people, like, we've met in bands we've played with
Yeah.
before, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to Sheffield on Thursday, day before this has been released.
2 days before this.
2 days before this has been released. And,
Just keep forgetting we're recording in advance.
yeah. And there's, like, 2 guys coming down who we played with, like, 2 years ago, fucking Dan Mears and Vinny. Like,
Oh shit, they're coming out
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, from
and that's sick.
either Crusader they were in, weren't
Yeah.
they?
And
we
that's a
used-
band
we
that's
used
not
to
been
gig
around
with
for,
them a
like,
lot.
2 or 3 years, is it?
Yeah, and they've just recently got back in touch, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think a couple of Arcdown boys are coming up as well.
Sick.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're
That's
good
what-
lads, them actually.
That's
They're
exactly what
very
you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what comes from the independent scene. How
Yeah.
important it is, you know.
Some really good people out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cheers.
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 I reckon we could go on for absolutely hours here.
Yeah, me too.
And just talk, but we tried to limit ourselves to half an hour per thing. This is going to come out about 40
Oh,
minutes.
Jack.
So I'm going to go chunder it bath just dead quick.
Fuck off, go and draw you fucking gorilla.
Do anyone got anything else to say? Any other food for thought? Or
I'm
what
happy.
you want to say? Do you want to wrap it up?
We've probably bored them all to death anyway, so...
Yeah,
we should
nobody's
wrap it up,
listening by
but-
now, so... thanks.
Maybe Braddon. I reckon Braddon's still tuned.
Braddon's a boyo, man.
He's
Yeah,
a
man.
top gaze.
New guitarist in OHG.
Oh my god, that fucking stinks, you little bastard.
Jesus.
Cheers! Yeah, cheers for having me on the show anyway, boys.
No, it's quite
Appreciate
alright.
it.
Thanks for coming on and being our first guest.
It's a laugh.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully you'll have some more exciting guests at some point.
Well, you're no more exciting than you, mate. Coming off the back end of that, though, we say every week, you know, if you guys want anybody on this podcast, I want to have anyone sat opposite myself and Jack having a chat and a glass of
Put
cherry
some names
juice.
forth.
Throw some names out.
If you've got no mates, I'll do it again.
We've got a couple people lined up.
Pipeline.
Pipeline.
Pipeline, lads. No, what happened.
We had a special request for a special edition, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Which probably won't happen. But there are people that want to get involved, and if you want anybody or you know anybody that
Any
wants to get
questions
involved,
as
You've
well?
got Winston McCall coming on next week, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Winston McCall from
Yeah.
Architects coming on. We've got Ollie Milnes from Bring Me the Horizon.
Dave Mustaine from Wage War as well.
Oh, fucking
think
his
he's coming on.
vocals on that Nightmares track.
Fucking hell.
Shut up.
Got Steve Gadget Gamble from Paths to Prevail.
Oh, I ain't seen Gambles for ages.
Yeah.
What a guy he is.
I hope his knee's alright. Fucking Bret Hart did one on him, didn't he?
Oh, God, that was...
Anyway,
That
this
was
has
brutal,
been
that.
the importance of independence.
Fuck off.
See you later.
In a bed.
Cheers, jokes.
Fuck off.